Guys, welcome back. For today's video, I'm going to be making gravy. This is as you see, I already have my pot of chicken right here, and this is the leftover for the juice. So what I'm gonna use is all-purpose flour, and then I'm gonna sprinkle it in like such, just to make a nice, good old nice gravy. So we're just gonna put it like that, as you can see. If you have a knife, whatever you want to use as a what's it, you're just going to stir it in. I already added seasoning into it. I just use seasoning salt, because that's what I have at the moment. So just use what you got. You know, you don't got to go out there and go get more extra stuff. You know, you just keep stirring it. So you just keep stirring it. As you see, it's getting a little thick and clumpy. So what we'll do is just add a little water to it, because right now it's getting a little thick and clumpy. You know, so we'll just add a little water to it, just a little water, just to make it come back fast. You see, just add a little water to it. Just add a little water to it. You know, because I added way too much. And when you add too much, now you gotta, you just, like I said, break it down. Break it back down, you know, break it down as you see. Break it back down. You gotta break it back down. You can add a little bit more water if you so choose, but what we really want, we just want this. So you can whisk it like this, the flour, like move it back to side like this, you know. If you want your gravy thick, it just depends on how thick you want your gravy, but I don't want it this thick, because I didn't use a measuring tape to like measure it. So you just, you know, just break it like this up. You can add a little bit more water to it, just a little bit more water. You know, add a little bit more water to it. You know, because part of gravy is how thick you want your gravy. Remember, that's how gravy's supposed to be, how thick you want it. And some people like their gravy real thick, but for today, I don't want it that thick. I just want to make me some gravy. You know, some nice home-style gravy. Whisk it kind of, you know, whisk it around. See, like the little clumps in it, that's because I didn't whisk it too fast, but that's okay, because if you got like a knife or something to like break it up, you know. Keep in mind, I'm only doing this with one hand, because I'm still buying everything, so you gotta work with me. You know, you just keep breaking it up. Just keep breaking it up. Just keep breaking it up. Keep breaking it up. See, like all this flour over here, we're just gonna mix this over here like this. We're just gonna keep breaking it up. You can keep adding some more water, just, you know, because I don't want it like super brown gravy, I just want it a little thinner. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more water to it, just to thin it out. And then right now I have my heat on like high heat, so we're gonna turn this down as such, just to turn it down a bit, because at first you see, this will make it like, if you have a gas, you know, one your work. Then we're gonna add some water to it, just to thicken, let it thin out, because I don't want it too thick. Because when you think gravy, you want it creamy, but not too creamy. I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning salt. Just add a little bit more seasoning salt, just so I have it easy to just, you know, put this up there. I should add a lot more water, so it's going on my chicken. So when you see like my chicken already has some juice in it, so we're just gonna sit on top of it. You know, this seasoning salt better than any other seasoning on there. Nothing wrong with seasoning salt on your chicken. So as you can see, now we made it like a little thinner as such, if you would like it. So what we're gonna do is turn it back on high heat. So we could get it back a little thicker, but not too thick, because I don't want it too thick. I just want it thick enough. Basically, that's how I want it. I want it thick enough. Just not that thick, but not too thin like this. This is too thin. See, I don't want it too watery thin. I just want it thin enough, you know. So we're going to keep stirring it like this. Just to your desired thickness and thinness, however you would like it. I actually like how it looks now. I got all the clumps out as I wanted to, the best as I could with using a knife, because that's what I'm using right now, because I got my meat and my rice, you know, and then my chicken right here, so I just want to simmer some gravy. Usually I would put like onions in it and like, you know, what is it, that green onions and green onions and stuff into it, and I'll cut like green onions into it, but yeah, they just want to keep stirring it until it's like to your preference of how thick you want it. And I'm pretty much good with it right now, how it's supposed to look for me, you know, because look, it's not too thick, it's not too runny, but it's not runny, you know, it's probably runny enough. And I don't want it too runny, because at first it was way too runny because I put water in it. And when it was too runny, you know, I don't want it too runny. But you see. Chicken, my rice, my gravy. And right now I just have seasoning salt, so I just season all my chicken with seasoning salt. You know, and I didn't put no seasoning on that one. It's just rice and beans and stuff. You know, seasoning. So yeah, but that's good enough. See, thick enough now. See, look at that. See, thick enough. So we're gonna turn this off now, and we're gonna let this chill, so that way it can just chill down. So that way. And right now you can desire if you wanted to taste it. So just like the fork, your not fork, I mean your knife. Silly me. And it's actually really good. You know, it's not too seasoning. The water, when you water it down, you know, it was probably thick enough. You know, it's not too thick. You know, let's just go on my chicken. But yeah, that's how the gravy will look. That's how the gravy looks. Yeah, I wish I had pepper, like black pepper, so I could put black pepper in it. But it's fine. It's fine. But that's how you make gravy.